One bright morning in the enchanted kingdom of Enchancia, Sofia the First woke up with excitement bubbling inside her. Today was a special day at Royal Prep, the school where she and her friends learned all about being good princesses and princes. Headmistresses Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather had announced that they would be holding a special tiara decorating contest, and the winner would receive a beautiful gem from the royal vault to place on their tiara. Sofia quickly got dressed in her favorite purple gown and rushed to the breakfast table. Her mother, Queen Miranda, and her siblings, Amber and James, were already there. "Good morning, Sofia," Queen Miranda greeted her with a warm smile. "You seem very excited today." "I am, Mom. We're having a tiara decorating contest at school today, and I can't wait to start," Sofia replied, practically bouncing in her seat. Amber, who was always fond of anything related to fashion, perked up. "Oh, that sounds fabulous. I remember when I won the tiara contest last year. It's all about creativity and making your tiara stand out." James, on the other hand, was more interested in the delicious pastries on the table. "Good luck, Sofia. Just remember to have fun," he said between bites. After breakfast, Sofia headed to Royal Prep with her best friends, Princesses Amber, Hildegard, Cleo, and princesses of other nearby kingdoms. The sun shone brightly over the castle as they entered the grand hall, where tables had been set up for the contest. Each table was filled with sparkling gems, ribbons, colorful feathers, and all sorts of magical decorations. Fauna fluttered over to the students with her gentle smile. "Welcome, everyone. Today's contest is all about expressing your creativity and showing how unique each of you is. Remember, there are no wrong designs. Just let your imagination guide you," Merryweather added, "and don't forget, you have until the big clock strikes 12 to finish your tiaras." With that, the students eagerly took their places at the tables, ready to begin. Sofia found a seat next to Amber, who was already deep in thought, trying to come up with the perfect design. Sofia gazed at the array of beautiful gems and decorations before her, feeling a little overwhelmed. There were so many choices. But then, she remembered something her mother had told her. "A tiara is not just a piece of jewelry, Sofia. It's a reflection of who you are inside." Taking a deep breath, Sofia closed her eyes for a moment to think about what made her who she was. She loved helping others, making friends, and finding the magic in everyday things. She wanted her tiara to represent all of that. As Sofia opened her eyes, she noticed a small, unassuming silver star charm among the glittering gems. It wasn't the most eye-catching piece, but something about it spoke to her. She picked it up, smiling as an idea began to form in her mind. Sofia carefully selected a few more items: a delicate lavender ribbon, some tiny, sparkling amethysts, and a pair of soft, white feathers. She began decorating her tiara with care, weaving the ribbon through the silver band and placing the amethysts in a swirling pattern. She placed the star charm right in the center, adding the feathers on either side to give it a gentle, airy look. As she worked, her friends noticed Sofia's design and gathered around to watch. "That's beautiful, Sofia," Hildegard said, admiring the tiara. "It's so simple, yet so elegant." Cleo nodded in agreement. "And that little star in the middle is a nice touch. It's like the tiara is reflecting your inner light." Amber, who had chosen a much more elaborate design with gold filigree and sparkling diamonds, paused to look at Sofia's tiara. "It's lovely, Sofia," she said with a smile. "It's very you." Sofia blushed at the compliments. "Thanks, everyone. I just wanted to make something that represents who I am." As the clock ticked closer to noon, the students added their finishing touches. The hall was filled with the quiet sounds of concentration, broken only by the occasional whisper of encouragement between friends. When the big clock finally struck 12, Flora called out, "Time's up, everyone. Please bring your tiaras to the front so we can judge them." One by one, the students brought their tiaras up to the headmistresses. Each tiara was unique, showcasing the creativity and individuality of its maker. There were tiaras with cascading pearls, tiaras with colorful gemstones, and even one decorated entirely with fresh flowers. When it was Sofia's turn, she walked up to the front and placed her tiara on the table. Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather leaned in to examine it closely. "My, what a lovely design," Flora remarked. "It's simple, but very elegant," Fauna added, "and I see you've chosen a star as the centerpiece. That's a symbol of guidance and hope. Very fitting for you, Sofia," Merriweather nodded. Indeed, it's clear that a lot of thought and care went into this tiara. Sofia smiled shyly. Thank you, headmistresses. I wanted my tiara to represent what's important to me. After all the tiaras had been judged, the headmistresses huddled together to discuss their decision. The students waited with bated breath, wondering who would win the coveted gem from the royal vault. Finally, Flora stepped forward with a smile. The decision was very difficult, as all of your tiaras were beautiful and creative. However, we've chosen the tiara that we feel best represents the spirit of this contest. Fauna continued, the tiara that stood out the most to us was one that was made with thoughtfulness, creativity, and a reflection of the maker's true self. And the winner is, Merriweather paused dramatically before announcing, Sofia the First. The hall erupted in cheers and applause as Sofia's friends gathered around to congratulate her. Sofia couldn't believe it. She had won. She walked up to the headmistresses, who handed her a small, velvet box containing a sparkling gem from the royal vault. Sofia, this gem is now yours to place on your tiara, Flora said with a warm smile. You've earned it. Sofia opened the box to reveal a stunning, heart-shaped amethyst. It was the perfect match for the smaller amethysts on her tiara. With the help of the headmistresses, Sofia carefully placed the gem in the center of the tiara, right below the star charm. As she put on her newly decorated tiara, Sofia felt a sense of pride and happiness. It wasn't just about winning the contest, it was about staying true to herself and creating something that reflected who she was. Later that day, back at the castle, Sofia's family gathered to see her beautiful tiara. Queen Miranda, King Roland, Amber, and James were all amazed by how stunning it looked. You did an incredible job, Sofia, King Roland said, beaming with pride. That tiara is truly fit for a princess. Amber nodded, admiring the heart-shaped gem. And that gem is the perfect finishing touch. It really makes the whole tiara shine. Sofia smiled and hugged her family. Thank you, everyone. I couldn't have done it without all of your support. That evening, as Sofia was getting ready for bed, she placed her tiara on her nightstand and looked at it one last time before turning off the lights. The silver star charm and the heart-shaped amethyst glimmered softly in the moonlight, reminding her of the magical day she had just experienced. As she drifted off to sleep, Sofia felt a deep sense of contentment. She knew that no matter what challenges or adventures lay ahead, she would always remember the lesson she learned today. That being true to yourself is the most important thing of all. And so, with a heart full of joy and a tiara that shone as brightly as the stars, Sofia the First drifted off into a peaceful sleep, dreaming of her next beautiful adventure. And that's the story of how Sofia the First decorated her tiara, turning it into a symbol of her inner light and the magic that comes from staying true to who you are.